people got all them weird things. Yeah, do you care if I spray this? You care if I spray this Febreze in here in this sauna? Yeah, well, get you a lighter. Let's torch this.
Bro, I about to say some real effed up shit.
Don't do it. We gotta wait 10 minutes until we curse. You think we could do it?
No.
10 minutes. That's the YouTube rules.
I think I can go 10 minutes.
If I think about it, I can't. That's the problem. If I don't think about it, I think we'll be all right.
It's hard too.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard having a dang toilet mouth, but thanks a lot, Pops.
Yeah.
No, I'm playing. Hold on, let me get ready. We about to kick this thing off. We ready. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another edition of From the Sandbox Sports, man. I'm your host, Zach, here with my co-host, Ty, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. Man, if y'all rock with us, be sure to tap into From the Sandbox Sports wherever you get your podcasts. From the Sandbox Sports on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, MySpace, JoeDirt.com, LarryAshley.net, man. Anywhere you can find anything, type in From the Sandbox Sports, and I guarantee you we probably there. But yeah, man, we appreciate y'all for tapping in with us, man. Like we said, man, this thing goes nowhere without y'all. So yeah, we greatly appreciate y'all, the one or two people or the 150 people, man. Every one of y'all we appreciate and we love, man. We're just on here trying to, talk our stuff, man. Talks a little sports with y'all, man. Have a good time. Me and Ty don't take this too serious. We like to get on here, have a good time, joke around, talk some good sports, and that's what we're going to continue to give y'all until y'all leave some comments asking for some other stuff. But until then, we'll just continue to sit here and do our thing. But guys, let's go ahead and get into it today. We got a little full lineup for you. We're going to talk SEC baseball this week. SEC baseball kicked off, man. We had a lot of great series. A lot of teams got to show what they're made of. A lot of teams got to show who they are. We'll start off talking a little bit of NFL free agency as well. A couple big name guys. We'll be talking free agency probably throughout the next 2 or 3 weeks. There's a lot of guys who signed, a lot of guys re-signed. I know T and them got their paycheck out in Cincinnati. I think a lot of crazy shit happened. Yep, Gusick or whatever his name is, Gissick got signed back at 40. Yeah, we got a lot of guys signed, but today we're going to talk the first that I personally think about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10. About 10 of the biggest ones as of right now. Like I said, there's a whole lot more, but we're just going to talk their contracts and reminisce and wish we could get all these millions of dollars these fools are getting.
Yeah.
But the big one for me, and the ones that I don't see a lot of people talking about, they talk about the Niners, kind of letting a lot of folks go. They're talking that, about, trying to clear up some space for Purdy, but they still haven't come to agreement with Purdy. But the damn Eagles. 3 minutes.
Yeah, I personally think
that was 3 minutes.
Well, I said shit a second ago.
Damn it. We tried.
No, I think the 49ers end up letting Purdy go.
Why? But I mean, if they let them go, why they let go the defense? They let go a lot of guys on defense. They damn near let Gesicki go, who was the heart of that offense. I know Kittle's good. You got Ayuk, you got Jawan Jennings, but Kyle Gissick, whatever his name is, that tight end fullback, man, he is the lifeline of that offense. And they re-signed him, but they were talking about letting him go. They let go Greenlaw. I think they might have let go Warren. They let go of a lot of guys. I don't know what they're doing, bro. I don't know what they're doing. At first, I thought they were clearing up space for Aaron Rodgers to come in.
Which I mean,
he's from San Francisco. I figured he last hoorah in San Francisco, but now Aaron Rodgers is playing. And we're just gonna freestyle this, bro. I'm so tired of this Aaron Rodgers dicking around the league like he's still like his shit don't stink. No, like his shit still don't stink. Like he's the number one quarterback in the league, bro. Like I think New York's the Giants got a contract waiting on him. He went up to Phil. He went up to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's got a contract waiting on him. Like, bro, what are you doing?
To me, it's like, bro, go where you want it. At this point.
Exactly. Like, bro, I don't see.
You ain't 25.
Maybe
you ain't
Pittsburgh. Maybe Pittsburgh. You could get you could maybe possibly squeak another Super Bowl out. Maybe. Maybe Minnesota, but I don't see what's going on in Minnesota. I haven't heard nothing about him in Minnesota. I could see him in Minnesota. Maybe. A defense is pretty good, but Pittsburgh and Minnesota is kind of the same deal. If you're going to go to Pittsburgh, why not go to Minnesota? You got two key receivers in Addison and Jordan Jefferson. You got a solid defense. O-line probably blocks a little bit better than damn Philly. I mean, Pittsburgh, look what Sam Darnold did, bro. If Sam Darnold could take him to the playoffs and can't get over the hump in the playoffs, and I'm torn because I still think of Aaron Rodgers in the past. Aaron Rodgers in the past could.
Oh, yeah.
With these guys, but I don't know. But we don't know what.
That's the thing, though. He can still throw. He just can't move. It's almost like Roethlisberger, bro. At some point, bro, you got to
hang it up. I don't know what he's doing. He doesn't need money, man. It looks like it's almost like a power struggle.
I mean,
with Aaron
he's
Rodgers.
in the Hall of Fame.
He's first ballot Hall of Fame. I don't understand these games he's playing. Like, it's almost getting annoying. Like, it's almost annoying. Like, Aaron Rodgers is here. They got this contract, but he's going to hold out and wait. Like, bro, what are you waiting for? Go sign somewhere.
And to me, I mean, I think I've said it, but I think him and Russell should have been retired.
You think Russ should have been gone? I think so too.
He should have just ended on that high note.
Yeah.
After the Seahawks, he had such a another Hall of Fame guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he should have just said.
You think Russ a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I think so.
Oh man, what has he done though? There's plenty of Super Bowl winners they're not in the Hall of Fame. Did he really do all that? Is a young cat?
I think so.
I mean, it's a good argument. I mean, I'm a hater. I'm first team. I'm an All-American hater.
Yeah. Oh, I am. I mean, I am too. But
I'm thinking like, man, what has he done in the past 5 years? He ain't really done much. Went to Denver, tried to do his thing. Him and Peyton didn't work out. Went to Mike Tomlin. If you can't get your act right from Mike Tomlin, then you just don't need to play anyway. Yeah. Granted, he had a pretty decent year. Justin Fields was like 3 or 4 or 4 and 3, something like that. Russ comes in, takes him to the playoffs. They did Steelers shit, losing the first round of the playoffs, but. Man, it's a good argument. I mean, I'd have to sit back.
I might not say he's like a first ballot.
No, he's not a first ballot. Get a Hall of Famer. I could say he could be. He's got the potential to be a Hall of Famer, but I mean, he just had. The thing with me is he was at the right spot at the right time. Those Seahawks teams, bro. We talk about how good, bro. That Seahawks defense, bro. That Seahawks defense made the team. Russ did his thing. He had some good guys. Lockett was solid for him. This and that. Marshawn Lynch, cool. But I mean, it's a good argument. But let's go ahead and hop into these free agencies. The big one, the first big one that I was surprised about. This is a Super Bowl winner. A guy. Super Bowl. No, I don't. I think he was in college when they won that Super Bowl. But
who was that?
No, I'm tripping. He was with was he with Philly or no? He was with the Rams. Okay, first big one I'm thinking that I've seen is Josh Sweat to the Cardinals, a 4-year deal, $76,100,000. I think he's all worth it though.
I do too. I don't know how the Eagles let him go.
I know. I mean, that's crazy. I don't know. And Jern was asking me, he said, I said Rams, I meant Eagles. He said, why are the Eagles letting go all these guys on defense after winning the Super Bowl? And I just told him, man, look.
It happens every year.
It happens. Look, Jalen Hurts has got to get paid. He can't let Jalen Hurts go. Saquon just got paid. You got, I believe Sweat was on a rookie contract, was he not? I think he come from Florida State. And is on a rookie contract. He had to get paid. They had what's the cornerback's name? Who'd they let go? I forgot. I forgot to write it down. But yeah, man, they got to pay a lot of these guys, and a lot of these guys are on offense who they have to pay, and I can't blame them.
I'm trying to see how many years he's been in the league.
I believe he come from Florida State, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember where. I believe it was Florida State though, and I don't. And it doesn't sound like it was before 2020. Maybe 2021.
He played 9 games in 2018 and 16 in 2019.
Oh, so he's been in there. Okay, so he's not on a rookie deal. I thought he was on a rookie deal and had to get paid. But yeah, I like it, man. The Cardinals the Cardinals are always going to be that teeter-totter team. You know, I'm still a Kyler Murray fan.
Oh yeah, me too.
I still am. I think he had some injuries here and there.
He gets hated on for no reason.
I think he's pretty. Yeah, I think he's pretty damn good too.
I'd take him as a quarterback if I had a team.
Yep, me too. There's a lot of things you can do with him. He's athletic. Hell, he's got a better arm than a lot of these guys at 5'9", 5'10".
They got 5 inches on it.
Exactly. So I like it, man. They're going to beef up that defense, try and make a run. Next big one I saw was Charvarius Ward going to the Colts, 3 years, $54 million. Colts. I feel bad for him, but Colts, they got to beef up that defense. It's now or never for the Colts.
The Colts got to do something.
Now, are the Colts better with Daniel Jones or better with AR5?
Daniel Jones.
I think so too. Look, I'm a Giants fan, and I've sat through it for 4 years. Bro, I still think Daniel Jones is decent.
Oh, I do too.
He had no weapons in New York. He had no one to throw to.
I think Daniel Jones is in the same boat that Sam Darnold's in.
Yeah, I think I could agree with that. He, is granted, but Sam Darnold had team.
Yeah.
I hope that doesn't happen for Daniel Jones, but I think, just like Sam Darnold, that if he gets on the right squad, he can show who he really is. Like nobody believed in Sam Darnold.
Yeah, I say that as in like he didn't have nobody around him.
Exactly. And everybody really wrote him off like he's some Rudy Poo. Hey, he could sling it.
I mean, he was on the Jets.
Exactly. He could still. Daniel Jones can sling it. We saw he can run a little bit. He's a little clumsy.
He's the one that busted his ass in midfield. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. I'm talking about. It was like a 60-yarder, bro. He gets down to the 35, the 20-yard line. Boom!
Sniper sniped his ass.
Boy,
he run ugly as hell too.
Boy, does he?
He can sling it though.
He can. I like Daniel Jones. He's a good athlete too. Like he's not some Rudy Poo like everybody writes him off to be. I'm not gonna say it. So and when he goes, it might not be the Colts this year. He could be, a journeyman. He's gonna find somewhere and he's gonna have a Sam Darnold. 10 plus wins, maybe make a playoff appearance. I believe in him. Next big one for me is Jonathan Allen to the Vikings, 3-year, $51 million deal. Vikings, again, trying to beef it up for a playoff run. They need to find something with quarterback. I don't know if you go with JJ. Do you digress? Are you digressing starting JJ McCarthy? Is O'Connell and them at Minnesota? Are you digressing? McCarthy, a rocket arm, decent athlete, but this is his rookie year. It's not his rookie year. He got hurt last year, but he's playing his rookie year. Do you digress going from him to Sam Darnold, or from Sam Darnold to him? I
think so.
You think so? I mean,
I like Sam Darnold. I mean, he's experienced. He knows. Yep. He didn't do bad last year.
But
I don't know how good Minnesota's line is.
Yeah, also, it goes back to Sam Darnold doing Sam Darnold shit. Yeah. In the playoffs, man, he went back to old Sam Darnold. As a rookie quarterback and a pretty damn good quarterback at that, like he's a national champion, he had a solid career at Michigan. Like, as a rookie quarterback, he's honestly fallen into the best situation he possibly can. Kevin O'Connell, who's an offensive guy. You got Jordan Addison, who's coming along, is a solid number 2. You got Justin Jefferson, probably the best receiver in the league. Yeah. You got Hawkinson as a tight end, who's a security blanket. Like they just re-signed Aaron Jones. Like he's in a damn good position to. He honestly has no excuses now. Like he watched Sam Darnold, he got to, and I feel like Sam Darnold's a guy who, is a good mentor. Like if I'm JJ McCarthy, I don't want to be back up to Aaron Rodgers. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is a prick. I feel like he's not.
Like he's an asshole.
Yeah, I don't feel like he's a good mentor. I mean, I get maybe earlier in his career, but I don't feel like now he's the guy that I'd want to, as a rookie, be under and have to watch and ask questions. Like, if I feel like you ask him too many questions, hey, shut up, get out of my face, and then we got to go at it. Like we got to go through there.
Now I got to whoop your old ass.
Exactly. Better go get on that beach and drink that ayahuasca, whatever you do, boy. But next one, Saints signed Chase Young to a 3-year, $51 million deal. I like it. Chase Young has kind of digressed a little bit. He hasn't had what he had. When he first came into the league, he was causing hell
for Washington.
Yeah, he was raising hell, boy.
I was mad when Washington got rid of him.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if it's his. What's he? He's probably 2 years in the league, 3 years in the league. Yeah, he's about 3.
He did get hurt at one point.
Yeah. I think he got hurt.
Maybe set him back a little bit.
Yeah, but I think Chase Young. He's young. He's got a lot of energy. He's a high. What do you call it? He's a high motor guy. He's gonna chase down guys. He's gonna. I like that. I like that signing by the Saints. I think they're gonna ride out with what's your boy's name? Man, what's it?
Rattler.
Yeah, they're gonna ride out with Rattler, who.
He did all right.
Who everybody's saying he's pretty, he's the guy. They got a lot of confidence in him. Hey, I like Spencer Rattler. I'm not going to lie to you. I will say
he did a lot better than I thought he would.
I swear he did. I swear he looked a lot better. They had, I've listened to some interviews with his coach, Gio, who says, this cat is an extremely coachable guy. He listens. He wants to be better. He's working out all the time. I think that, the Saints, hopefully, they can move on past Derek Carr, sweep him under the rug. Derek Carr can go back to, the Oakland Raiders, and he could play with his Oakland team, who ain't even a team no more. Bye-bye, Derek Carr. But, yeah, I think I like that signing by the Saints. Like I said, young cat, high motor. Next, we got the Lions. This is a big one right here. This is a big key addition to the Lions, signing DJ Reed to a 3-year, $48 million deal. That just beefs up that D-line. You got Aiden Hutchinson over there. Hopefully can come back 100%.
Bro, I hated seeing his ass.
I hated seeing that. But yeah, that's a good signing for that interior defensive line of the Lions. They were a couple plays short.
They got banged up late in the season last year.
A couple plays short, a couple players short of really making a run. I thought, honestly, even with the injuries that they still have, I still believe in them to take it all the way. But,
I think with if they didn't have them injuries, I could have seen them win it all. Honestly.
I know. That was a solid team. And like I said, I like the fact that, they added a veteran guy in DJ Reed, who I believe come from Philly, too. I think he's another Philly guy. Or was at Philly one time? I believe he was at Philly though. But signing a veteran on that defensive line, give Aiden Hutchinson some security blankets so he can really get after it. So I see the Lions making another run. Next, this is kind of iffy to me. I don't understand the signing. Honestly, I don't understand why they do it. I do and I don't, but I think this cat's on his last leg. He's a solid 3 receiver. But in this organization, he's going to have to play the 2. I think, it's Cooper Kupp signed to the Seahawks for a 3-year, $45 million deal. 3 years. Cooper Kupp's got 3 years left in his tank.
I did. That was,
it's weird, bro. Like it's weird. I could see him at the Niners playing underneath Ayuk and Jennings. I could have saw him in damn Minnesota. I could see him in Philly. Like I don't understand the Seahawks. I mean, they got Jackson and they got Njigba and Kupp. I can't think of another receiver. DK left. I don't know. They let Tyler Lockett go, who was still solid. Hell, he's just like they digressed letting Tyler Lockett go and signing Cooper Kupp. I don't understand what they're doing over there in Seattle, man. Letting Geno go. I don't know if they let him go or he was a free agent or whatever. But I think Geno had a great year last year. I don't know. Here we go again. Are they digressing from Geno Smith to Sam Darnold? Geno Smith had a hell of a year last year. He lit it up through the air. And he didn't have, he had DK in them, but, bro.
It's weird going on in Seattle, bro.
It's weird. And then this is what I was about to say, and this is probably going to cause a lot of controversy and a lot of damn hate, but, bro, is DK really all that, bro? What has DK really done in this league besides chase down an interception 30 yards ahead of him? Like, bro, what has DK really done?
He's good, but he's not like.
Is he this next coming to Jesus like everybody's like everybody makes him out to be?
I don't think so. I think he's a good ass wide receiver, but I don't think he's all that.
I think he's all right. Like, Sam Darnold had so much more in his arsenal with Addison and Hawkinson and Addison and Jefferson that I could honestly say Geno Smith might have had a better year than Sam Darnold. Like, I would have kept Geno instead of signing Sam. But the league is weird. But yeah, that's something weird to me. I like I said, I don't understand it. He's going to have to play the two. He's going to have to be the second. He's going to have to be a checked out, a second look guy. Do I think he's that? I don't know. I don't know, man. He's been hurt so much. He's kind of that Danny Amendola, that Wes Welker type, but those guys were durable. Those guys could go across the middle and get smacked. Cooper Kupp takes a couple of those, he's out for a couple of weeks. I don't know. I don't get it.
That's why I think signing Geno and where they signed him in LA, didn't they? The Raiders.
Yep, the Raiders. Yeah, that's a good signing for me.
The Pete Carroll, he had to do something.
Yeah,
that's why now I don't think they draft. What's his name?
Which one, Shador?
Yeah.
No, I don't think Shador goes there. I don't honestly know where Shador's going. We'll talk about that after this. Yeah. We'll get into first couple. Pull up the draft order and we'll talk about it a little bit. Just have it queued up.
Yeah.
Next one was Hufanga. I ain't gonna try and say his name. I ain't gonna mess him up. Signed with the Broncos, 3 years, $45 million. That's the Niners again. Letting a star go. This kid is a star in the making, bro. You talk about a headhunter, an athlete, a ball hawk. I don't know. I don't get it. I think it's a good get for the Broncos. You talk about a sleep. Next couple episodes, we'll get into our sleepers. When OTAs start here, after a while, and the preseason starts. We're going to talk about our, early Super Bowl picks and sleepers. Broncos are my sleeper. I'm telling you, bro, what they got going on over there with Peyton and what's my man, Drew Lock. Man, what's my man over here, quarterback?
Honestly, bro, I couldn't even tell you who their quarterback is.
Bro, he came from Oregon, bro, not Drew Lock. Damn, God dang it.
Bro,
every time this happens,
I could not even tell you.
Every time I want to say something, I always get.
Bro, to me, the Broncos, I honestly do not know because they've had so many changes in the last. You can't.
Bo Nix.
Okay.
Yeah, Bo Nix. It was on the tip of my. My head's a little messed up. But yeah, I like what they got going over there. Bo Nix. They got a couple young receivers.
They just had a lot of changes in the last 4 or 5 years. Yep. Every year.
Yep. And Sean Payton is so high on Bo Nix. I think, hey, watch out for the Broncos.
He showed some upside last year.
Yep. At the end he really started coming along. They tried to make him a little run.
They got a little squad too.
Yep. I like him. And I like that Hufanga over there solidifying that defense, holding the defense down. A captain. I like him. Next, we got two more that we'll talk about today. Devontae Adams, 2-year, $44 million deal with the Rams. This one is, I like Davante Adams. I do. I think he was a good receiver. You don't hear no shit about Davante Adams getting in. He's not in no shit. He's not in no media. Like, he's just a football guy. Has he been thrown around like a cheap 403? Yeah, he has. It is what it is. He's followed his daddy Rodgers around for a while, but trying to resurrect his career again. But I think that's a solid addition over there for the Rams. I think, Puka is going to come out and, Puka's going to be Puka. He's going to be an obvious number one. I see Davante over there kind of being that, he'll go 2 games with 2 catches for 30 yards. You won't think nothing of it, but it'll be, 3rd and 10. And Davante, he'll make these key plays, and then he'll have those games where it's 4 catches, 98 yards, and a touchdown. I see him being a big play guy. Puka is going to get obviously he's going to get the majority of the touches because nobody in the league can guard him. You can double team him; he'll still find a way.
That boy.
Some of the most. He's probably
so cold.
He's probably, and I'm talking about all the guys: Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, DK. Pickens, all these guys. When we talk about sure hands, I'd almost take Puka over all of them, bro. The only one I wouldn't take Puka over is Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yep. He's probably the most sure. He's the most sure-handed receiver in the league to me, and Puka's a close second in my eyes. So yeah, I like that Davante Adams going over there, gives him a vet over there. He could probably teach Puka a thing or two. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Get him in because he's on his. I think Davante's on his last leg as well.
I think he don't get another team.
I don't think so. You think this is his last hoorah? I think so too. I could see it.
I mean,
he's just getting tossed around, bro.
He's got to be.
He's probably.
And bro, when he was on the Raiders, bro, he took a beat.
Yeah, he did. He was the only one. Oh, that's why he wanted the hell up out of there.
Yeah, I saw a thing on Instagram or something. They were on the sideline showing him, and he's like, bro, I got to get out of here. I'm going to kill myself playing out here.
Yeah,
it was on the Raiders.
It was in game, wasn't it? Yeah, I heard that.
He put his helmet down. He said, man, I'm going to die out here.
Yeah.
I get hit so much during the weekend. It's stupid.
It is. It was. I mean, that was his only. Now, he's honestly looking like the grass ain't always greener on the other side. He could be all right on the Raiders now.
He's 32.
32. So he's what? He's probably 8 years in. 7 years in.
He started in 2014 is when he got drafted.
Damn, he's an 11-year vet. Holy shit!
Because he got drafted by Green Bay.
Bruh, I feel old, bro. I remember Davante Adams in college. That's crazy. But yeah, like you said, man, that's a good little. This is $44 million for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? That's a good farewell tour.
Yeah.
He could be solid. If he could stay healthy, he could be solid for the Rams for 2 years, end on a high note. You know what I'm saying? The Rams were 2 throws away from being in the Super Bowl last year. And I thought they should, I had them to win. Thanks a lot, Matthew Stafford, man. I had a parlay going, man. I think it was a 5 or 6 leg parlay. Everything was going my way. That game started. I said, damn, I ain't gonna hit it. And then what was it? 6 minutes into that fourth quarter, bam, they're going. And then it comes down to that last drive. All they had to do was score, man. And they were driving, and it happened. But yeah, I like Davante Adams over there. I believe Matthew Stafford, in my eyes, is probably the best spinner in the league. See, I get to my brain gets my mouth gets ahead of my brain. I'm thinking, but I mean, if I'm thinking about it, man, who else is going to put up close to 300 in the snow? Josh Allen couldn't do it.
Josh, that boy.
What? Say it. Overrated,
bro. And I wouldn't say he's overrated, but when it comes crunch time, it's just like
he folds, man.
I ain't saying he sucks. Like he's cold. Like he's good as hell.
He's good. I think he's overhyped. We can get into it, or we can hold it off.
We can hold it off.
Let's hold it off. We can.
One thing I'm gonna say, it's just I think his mind starts thinking too quick for his body.
Yeah. And I mean, I think it's deeper with that with me. I don't like what they're doing over there with the offense. He should have ran the ball a lot more. Granted, he had, 13, 14 rushing touchdowns, but when it came playoff time, he absent on the ground.
Mahomes is his daddy.
Yeah, no shit.
How much I hate to say that, but it's just
he is though,
bro. When you can't beat him, it's just,
you can't. Exactly. And last one for me. This ain't this is a big name cat. It's not maybe not be the best one on here, but it's the Jets signing Justin Fields to a 2-year, $40 million deal. I don't know what Aaron Glenn was thinking. So if you're Aaron Glenn and I don't know if you know much about Aaron Glenn, but what I get from Aaron Glenn, he's a hard-nosed cat. He likes to run shit. He's I don't know. I'm not gonna say his own boss because he's a fucking head coach, but he wants shit done his way.
Yeah.
And I don't think Aaron Rodgers wasn't going for that. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah.
He had too much stipulations. He can't go on Pat McAfee. He can't do all this. But if you're Aaron Glenn, is what I'm saying, would you have kept Aaron Rodgers? Do you keep Aaron Rodgers?
No,
you let him go.
That's another thing too about Aaron Rodgers, bro. He wants to do all this stuff, bro. Just retire and go do this shit. I
know. Exactly. I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I'm torn in between because I feel the same way. Like, bro, if you want to go do that, go do it. Because I'm a proponent. I don't like these NFL guys having these podcasts. I think that's the lamest shit ever. Like save the podcast for us. We don't get to go make $100,000 a game in the NFL. We don't have to work. We don't have like we don't get to.
I mean, do it in the off season.
Exactly. Do it. Like we have in JB will be a dead horse about it, but they talk about the Michael Parsons shit. Like Michael Parsons has literally played a game, got beat by the motherfucker who's coming on his podcast and being all buddy. Like, bro, that's the lamest shit to me. Like, man, there's a million, bro, you have millions of dollars. There's a million other things you could dabble into business wise. You could, start there's a million things you could do, but you want to take your time and effort and put it into a podcast on a Monday after you get beat on a Sunday. Like, I don't get it.
Like I said, like it's straight. If you want to do a podcast and get some of your homies you play with on the podcast, whatever, different week, but do it on the off season.
Exactly.
When all you got to do is go to practice and then you
go handle your business and then go. Like to me, like I didn't play high level. I played Division II. It was I played at a fairly good Division II, conference champs. Had a shot at regionals. But even in that area, like I can't see myself disconnecting from. The grind just like I do, like the grind of baseball season. Like, you got to wake up, go to weights. You go back, go to practice. You have time to eat. Shit. You have time to eat, and you have time to go to sleep or do some fucking homework. Which rough homework. But like, I can't see myself
between weights, class, and practice.
And on top of that, like even in season mode, like, bro, you're so locked in during the season. It's like, bro, I can't even sit down and, even want to have the time, like the time, me being me, the type of cat I am, I'm thinking the time I'm sitting down here doing this podcast, I could be hitting.
Yeah.
I could be throwing. I could be cardio. I could be doing so much. I could be in the cage. Like, I don't get it, man. And Parsons being you talk about an overrated. I think Micah Parsons is overrated. He's a great pass rusher. I'll give him that.
I think he had 1 or 2 good years right there in a row, and people got on his coattail. And
exactly. But they didn't see all the other shit. Like I've seen plenty of times, Micah could close the gap and chase down a guy, get him 5 yards. But no, he ain't gonna run past 3, 4, 5 yards. Like he's not a high motor guy like a JJ Watt or like a TJ Watt or like these other. Like I'd take TJ Watt over Micah Parsons now. Like I said, when we talk about pass rushers, he's elite. You got a drop back guy who can't run Micah Parsons is elite. But that's not, you're a defensive end, man.
That boy on the sideline worry about who's coming in Friday.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. Can I get, did Angel Reese text back? Can I get Angel Reese on here? And so she can talk about sitting out for not getting paid millions of dollars?
Fuck Angel Reese.
Don't do it. Because I about did it. I had to stop myself. But man, that's our
stupid mode.
That's our first little series on the free agency, man. Like I said, we'll get into it a little more throughout the season, throughout the off season. You want to touch on a little March Madness? Who you got? Who you think's gonna win?
Bruh. Let me see.
We can touch on it just real quick.
I downloaded that shit today, actually.
Oh, yeah. And by the way, if y'all made it this far, we will have a From the Sandbox Sports bracket, group or whatever. Winners will get prizes. We'll get that all, squared off as it goes. I think we got till play-in games start tomorrow.
Yeah, playing games are Tuesday, Wednesday, and the first game starts Thursday. So we got till Thursday.
Yeah, so we got till Thursday, man. If y'all, if y'all are interested, be sure to, stay in tune with us. We'll be, advertising it more on social media than we are here because, we'll drop this Tuesday and then, we'll have 2 days until, but man, if y'all are interested in our bracket, like I said, Ty's will get it all set up. If it's not already, we'll have something out to y'all tomorrow when this drops, for how you enter, how you get in, this and that. We'll have links everywhere.
Yep.
So yeah, man, just come over to From the Sandbox Sports. I'm sure, we can name it From the Sandbox Sports or whatever the group. Yeah. So yeah, if y'all are interested, come in, hang out, do your thing. The winner, hell, we might have the winner on the podcast, to chop it up, do this and that, have little prizes for, maybe first, second, third. I don't know what we're going to do. We're so off the fly with this shit. So, but yeah, we will have a bracket, group going on. So be sure to, tap into us, listen to us on, socials. I'll be, blasting it out throughout the week until March Madness starts. But, yeah, I can't wait. I think, me being a baseball guy, I think Omaha's the best sporting event in college sports over the national championship, all that. But a close runner up is damn March Madness. I love March Madness.
Baseball, then basketball, then football.
Yeah, football was up there, but man, honestly, now that we're months removed, bro, I don't know how I feel. We got to watch a little more football, but.
I just feel like football.
Was those games, the first couple games, was that what we wanted to see in the postseason?
It's not, but with NIL and all that shit, it's just gonna have to. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's football now, and there ain't no going back.
Yep.
Luckily, I feel like basketball isn't as watered down as football is right now.
I agree.
I feel like it's on the way.
Yeah,
but it's getting there. It hit football quicker than anything.
Yeah, it definitely did. It just. And you could tell by the off season, you could say, so-and-so's going here. So you don't hear that shit in basketball. No.
Like I said, it happens. It's just you don't football is so put on a pedestal. Yeah. It's just
I agree.
But who you got as I'll tell you my sleeper is Texas Tech.
I like it. I like Texas Tech. They play good defense. They're long. And my sleeper is I don't know if it's a sleeper necessarily.
I ain't going to say I think they're going to win. I think they're going to go deep in the tournament.
But it's a sleeper. Yeah, they're a good sleeper.
I got three. I got Texas Tech, Florida, and Michigan State.
Man, that's crazy because Michigan State was in mine too. Bro. I think it's time Izzo's time. I really do. I think it's nut up or shut up with Izzo. But my sleeper or my three, and I'll give you a sleeper because I've watched my sleeper a little bit. My first is Houston. I think Houston plays probably some of the best defense in my eyes. When their shots are falling, they're a hard team to beat. But that's the thing. Houston doesn't have the guys who can create shots. You know what I'm saying? They don't have a guy like Cooper Flagg or Clayton over there in Florida who can create shot. You know what I'm saying? They don't have shot creators. It's more, it's more black top ball. Like get the ball, let's shoot it. But we're going to play good defense and we're going to rebound.
Yeah.
My second team, and, I think this is just a given, but I can't put it, and I can't put them past it, is Auburn. Yeah. Those are veteran guys. Bruce Pearl is upper echelon of coaching in college basketball.
I like that dude.
I think he's overdue. I think he's due for one. I think he's been there. He's been there a few times.
Yeah, Auburn's got some of the. Even the games I watched Oklahoma, they got some of the best big dudes. In
hell yeah,
they got 2 or 3 on that team that are just cold.
Yeah, Janai Broome. Was it Baker, Maurice something Baker? And they're old too. Like I'm not saying that to hate on them. That's the new age of college sports. You can be 20, 27.
Bro, if I was playing college baseball, football,
I'm getting
basketball,
all I can out.
all like people, bro, I'm playing all I can. If they say, hey, we're going to grant you a 6-year, I'll be like, all right, let's do it.
I swear. I'm the same way. I'm the same way. Now, do I agree with it?
Well,
Outside looking in, like I don't see a 27-year-old playing a 19. You know, Knuffle over there at Duke is 18 years old. Janai Broom's like 27. But basketball is more like basketball's a young cat sport. You know what I'm saying?
Jamal Fears of Oklahoma just turned 18 2 months ago.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, basketball's a little different on the age gap because, you know, young cat, and you got to be, you know, granted, playing 4 years, 5 years in college, basketball in particular, you know, the pace, you know a lot of things, but, you know, I disagree with it in football a little more. But, yeah, I think Auburn's just an old team, an old veteran team who, you know, is solid. You know, like I said, I think Janai Broom is going to have a run for the Player of the Year. Him and Cooper Flagg. And my third team is Florida. I think, you know, along with Houston, it's one of the best defensive teams. They're long, they're tall. I think Clayton is probably the best point guard in college basketball to me. You know, I think he's a obvious NBA guy. I like what they're doing over there in Florida. So mine is Florida, Houston, and Auburn. You know, Tennessee could go back.
That's the Texas Tech, Florida, and Michigan State. That's just 3 teams that I think could win. Yeah. But you still got, Duke with Cooper Flagg.
There's 15. Bro, it's crazy. I think this is probably going to be the most anticipated one. Bro, there's 15 teams who could win.
Yeah.
There's 15 or more teams. Hell, Bama could make a run. I think Mark Sears is the truth. Bama's got some good shooters over here. Hell, can't count out Tennessee. SEC has 16 teams in, 15, 14 teams in. All of them are pretty solid.
Texas is a play. They could have one. Texas is a play-in team.
Yep, Texas could do it.
I don't think Texas will make it that far, but
yeah. Michigan ain't horrible. There's a ton of teams who could make a run. You can't count out Duke. They said Cooper Flagg is going to play the first game. Who do they play? Do they have a?
They play. I don't know who this is. They won't even let me preview the bitch because they're not even in it yet. It's a play-in game.
Oh, it's a play-in game. Does it say which one it is? Who is it? Like which teams it is?
It just says AMER and MSM. I don't know who the hell that is.
Yeah, I don't know either. But I don't. They said Cooper Flagg's in for game one. I honestly would probably sit him and bring him in if it gets out of hand. If it gets out of hand in the first quarter and you could tell shit's not going right, even if they got a lead and it's still not going right, bring him in, let him calm everybody down. But I wouldn't play him first game.
Bro, I would fill it out.
Yeah, exactly. I'd fill it out.
If it's halftime and you up 15 or something, be like, hey, bro, go back in the locker room, get some treatment on this shit. You ain't playing.
And let's get ready for round two.
Because, Duke's good enough. They should, even without Cooper Flagg. I know he's that team. Yeah. But they should wipe their ass with whoever the hell they're playing.
And then I know, what is it? Ellis? Is it?
Then they got
Drake Ellis or Willis or something. He's hurt too. Another good, but they got Knuffle, who's a scorer. I think Duke will be just fine without him. Obango, whatever his name is, big man. I think they're going to be fine first round.
Because after that game, they got Mississippi State and Baylor, and I think Duke can beat either one of them.
Yeah. So if it was me and I'm over here at Duke, I'm head coach, I'm probably going to let him, like Ty said, fill it out. Most likely not going to play, but I'd fill it out.
I'd let him do shoot around.
Yeah, let him do shoot around. Let him go through layup lines. Yeah, see how it feels. His ass is going to say, I'm good. Oh, yeah. But you got to realize he's 18, 19 years old. They heal different.
Yeah.
We're 10 years removed from that.
Hey.
Think about that, bro. 10, 11 years removed from Cooper Flagg. It doesn't heal the same at 28.
Well, I'll tell you what, I pitched the other day for the first time in 4 years.
Your arm was sore.
My arm, my back, my legs, bro.
That boy was sore. I'll tell you this.
I'm talking from my shoulder to the lower back, bro. It was so sore. Bro, it's not getting like it hurt. It's just moving the next day. I was like, holy shit.
Yep. I hooped on Saturday. And boy, my knees and my back, boy, I got a hernia from hooping. My stomach was hard, boy. Yeah, it ain't the same.
Like I said, I ain't 21 no more throwing this thing.
You can't do it no more. Not being in the shape I'm in now. But yeah, man, that's our quick little overview of March Madness, man. Like I said, when we get to play-in games, all signed, sealed, and delivered, we'll come out with some more. Have the brackets there for sure for y'all.
Yeah, I'm creative.
But yeah, let's go ahead and hop into this SEC baseball, man. Like we've hinted at probably every day, every episode, man. Me and Tyler, baseball guys at heart, man. That's our bread and butter. And SEC baseball came to play.
Yeah,
they came to play, man. I think there was 4 sweeps, maybe. Yeah, it was just a hell of a time to be alive, man. I love this time, man. Like I said, baseball season is one of my favorite seasons. Just behind football, and right up there with college basketball. We didn't cover a lot of college basketball, but yeah, it's right there. It's right there for it. But let's get into a few of these games, man. Some of the games we're not going to see, we're going to talk about specifically. I'm going to do cover the LSU game on Tiger Talk. I might throw in OU in there too, depending on what Ty wants to do. But OU, South Carolina, and LSU, Missouri will not be on here today. I'll talk about them. Maybe me and Ty will do a joint Tiger Talk and talk our respective teams. We can go in a little more deeper into them. But yeah, the first game, and it's an early season, but the crazy thing is we're halfway through the season.
Yeah,
it goes by slow. It goes by a little faster because you got so many non-conference games, but Tennessee, man, I think Tennessee is hands down the best team in the country. And that's coming from an LSU guy who was dropped down to number 2, man. Tennessee put on a absolute clinic, man. Tennessee probably
against a good ass Florida school.
Yeah, against a good Florida team. O'Sullivan is, he's a legendary coach, and they came in there and got that ass stomped, boy. I think Tennessee probably has the best pitching staff in the country from, Friday, Saturday, Sunday in the bullpen. Bullpen is a lot of the games I've watched, man, bullpens have struggled. But Tennessee, man, they are just a solid. They're just all around probably the best team in the country, man. This is my early shot for Omaha. But yeah, they play solid defense, and they can beat you in any way they want to, man. They played small ball. They hit the ball out the yard. They did everything that, a championship team does. Like I said, they could beat you anyway. Florida out-hit them game 1.
Yeah.
Florida out-hit them game 1, and they come in and win the ball game. Capitalize on errors, play small ball, do what you got to do to get it done. That's what they do. Second game, I believe it was the second game, came out, run ruled them 10-0. Third game, grudge match. Sundays in SEC baseball in particular, Sundays get weird. Sundays are weird in college baseball.
Yeah. You deep in that pitching rotation.
Yep. You got to figure it out.
To me, even watching as much college baseball as I've watched, bro, nobody, and I'll say probably 85% of teams, even in the SEC, have no pen.
Yeah.
People have starters, and they got one dude come out and sling that thing for a closer.
It depends on, and people know how that goes. It depends on
sprinkled. The people that are good out of the pen are sprinkled out through teams. It's like, bro, I just see it. So, even Arkansas games I watch, Oklahoma games I've watched. It's just if you get to the pen, your chances of winning are probably up 70%.
Yep. And that's another thing, man. That's starters this season in particular in SEC play. That's what I watched this weekend. The starters didn't do all that hot, man. There was a lot of starting pin, there was a lot of pin work in LSU in particular. Like Cade Anderson, he went 5 or something. Ianson went 3, and then Shores in game 3, he went 3, 2, 3, 4 in. Look, as starters, man, I think you got to have a solid 5 in you. Got to solidify.
At least 5.
You got to, allows the bullpen to stay hot, stay warm, allows them to not be, drained or whatever. I don't know what I'm trying to. I can't think of the word I'm trying to say, but keeps the bullpen healthy and in the green and not yellow and red. You know what I'm saying? So. And that's what Tennessee does, man. Tennessee's got a bullpen. Tennessee starters can take it there. But yeah, I really, really like Tennessee. But the thing is Florida's going to be that pest team.
Yeah,
they got swept. It is what it is. They were on the road, tough place to play down there in Tennessee, especially with a great coach team. But I'm not pressing the panic button on Florida. I'm not, man. Kevin O'Connell's going to have them boys ready.
It's the first conference weekend too.
Yeah, it's the first conference weekend. Them boys haven't seen SEC pitching. Florida didn't. I mean, Tennessee didn't have a guy throwing under 95.
Yeah.
So I think it's. I'm not pressing the panic button on Florida just yet. But that transitions me into a team who I am 1,000% already pressed the panic button on. That's Texas A&M. Bama goes into Texas A&M and sweeps them. Man, Texas A&M's in a tough spot right now.
Their third baseman's out for the year now.
Yep, third baseman's out. I believe the second baseman went down early in the season, so they're down. They're a freshman second baseman. I don't remember who come in at third, and then a freshman left fielder who's been struggling. And I think before SEC play, they dropped 4 in a row. Bruh, they are on the struggle bus right now. They are on the struggle bus right now, man. I think, Mike Ely is a first-year head coach in college baseball. He's a good hitting coach. Yeah. All the guys over there vouch for him. He wouldn't have got the job if they didn't vouch for him. All them guys were saying, we're leaving. And then they hire Ely, the hitting coach from last year, who, is a great hitting coach. Texas A&M was one of the best hitting squads in the league last year. But it's just showing that he might not be a head coach, bro.
Yeah.
He just might. I think you talk about hot seat right now. I think if they don't make the postseason, he's gone. 1 year, one and done.
I mean, they're 10-9 and 0-3 in SEC play right now.
Yep. And dropped 4. Look, they've dropped. I know it was 4 in a row going into this week. I don't know if they had a midweek game, but that could be 7-game skid. Like I said, I can't recall off the top of my head, but they've lost 7 in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2-3 weeks. So it's a panic button for A&M right now, and it's a panic button for everybody in the SEC who's got to play Bama. Bama, I think, is along with Tennessee, is another Omaha contender. I think Zane Adams and Riley Quick are the best 1-2 punch in the country.
Sure.
1-2 punch and start, but man, they are Friday, Saturday, man. They got that on lock, man. Rob Vaughn is doing a great job over there. He's turning the program. And Alabama's always been a mid-tier SEC team. They've never been great, you know what I'm saying? But they've always been.
I feel like they've never been top notch, but they ain't never been just dog
They've never been at the bottom. They've always rode that middle, you know what I'm saying?
They could easily beat you any weekend.
Yeah, exactly. And I know a few guys who played over there at Alabama. They say, it's a great program. Shout out Daniel Kujan, one of the guys who I went to high school with, who when I moved to Louisiana, he mentored me, kind of took me under his wing, made me a better baseball player. So shout out to the Kujan family, man. But yeah, like I said, I think that Bama is a Omaha contender, and if Texas A&M doesn't come around, then Ely's done. And you talk about fans, boy. You talk about some fans, son.
They worse than Arkansas.
Hey, they are worse. And A&M's got that, I think in right field, they got that student section all along first. Boy, they are over there causing hell, boy. They booed somebody. I think it was a couple weeks, bro. They're booing like.
I wouldn't doubt it. Them crazy.
They are crazy over there at College Station, boy.
They crazy about their sports.
Yeah, so I like I said, if Ely don't get it done, I think he's gone. So A&M's gotta pick it up.
They gotta figure it. Ain't too late. They just gotta figure it out.
Yep. Next game, we got Arkansas at Ole Miss. Arkansas takes 2 of 3 in this is what I call a gut series. This is a gut check series. Arkansas has always been known for, good pitching, but they've always had the sticks as well. But their pitching has been probably
they've had good starters.
If we talk about Arkansas, and they've had good closers too.
Yeah.
That's where they've had problems getting from a starter to the close, or they've had problems in between.
The time Arkansas gets beat is when they play on the road.
Yep.
Second is when their starter, when they got to get to the pen. If like someone gets to the pen on Arkansas, if they get that starter out,
yep, it's tough. It's tough getting to the end. Riley Maddox didn't have a great day. But the question was, is Arkansas's offense going to come alive? And they answered they answered the call to glory. That's what they did
after that first game Friday, ass beating.
Yeah, they had to. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Arkansas, they come alive. I think Ole Miss's pitching struggled all weekend.
Yeah.
Arkansas's pitching wasn't horrible. Game one, it was pretty. It wasn't as bad as what it come out to be, but it wasn't great.
That starter, he didn't last long though.
Yeah. That takes me back to the what we were just talking about. The Penn did all right, kept them in the game, but they just got took away with it. But I'll tell you this: Arkansas has two potential. One, I think definite two potential. Man, those Alloy brothers are the truth.
Yeah,
those Alloy brothers are the absolute truth. If it wasn't for them, bruh,
and bro, Arkansas is. And fans can say what they want, man. They live and die by the long ball. Yep. If Arkansas ain't hitting, they ain't shit.
Yeah, if what's his name don't hit that, I don't know if they come back and win. I think Alloy hit a 3-run on Sunday. I think he hit a 3-run top 9.
Isn't that top of the ninth?
Yeah, top 9, man. And I don't catch me slipping, but I believe it was with 2 outs too. So,
yeah, it was.
Yeah. So and I wish we had done this podcast 2-3 years ago, because we would just you could realize how much we're beating a dead horse, that Arkansas is going to live and die by that long ball.
And if they don't hit home runs, they just don't hit the ball good enough base hit wise
exactly
to win a ball game.
Exactly. They don't hit the ball, and I'm gonna break down what he's saying. They don't get on base enough. So and I'll relate it back to LSU. LSU hits the ball pretty well, but LSU can play small ball too. Yeah. They can get their little bit. They can get a guy on, bunt him over. You know what I'm saying? They can play the small ball. They can play what the game's giving them. Arkansas can't do that right now. Their offense is not built for that. You know what I'm saying? They got all these preseason All-Americans. They got all these guys that just, I don't know, man. I don't want to say,
And bro, it ain't even us hating. It's just
that's what
this is bro. Just looking at, knowing ball too. It's like, bro, like they do hit home runs.
And that's the thing. They steady do it year in, year out.
And it's been the last however long,
it's been
5-10 years. Yeah. That if they get a pitcher in there. Bro, look at that lefty last year, Central Missouri. They beat them.
Yep.
Dude was carving their ass.
Yep.
And it don't help their damn left field and right field's only 310. And the wind in the damn jet stream in Fayetteville blows out in left field
all day, every day, especially at night.
Bro, I've never been to Fayetteville and the wind not blowing its ass off.
Me neither. I promise.
And I've played on that field, and bro, it's a fucking cracker box. They can say what they want.
Hey, they're gonna hate you.
Hey, they can't. Hey,
they're gonna hate you.
Burns Park, a North Little Rock's baseball field where we play, is bigger in Bomb Stadium.
Yep, no doubt. No doubt,
bro. And if you got the win like that and you hit bombs, that's your game.
Exactly. You got to take advantage of it. You got to put the bat on the ball.
Put the ball in the air.
Yep, exactly.
But when you go to, that's why when they're on the road and they play on these bigger fields, and they ain't got that wind, they just straight pop ups.
Exactly. But like we said, I'll clean it up for Ty a little bit. That Arkansas plays their game pretty fucking well.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, they play their game well. But is this, Arkansas fans want to know, how do we get over the hump into Omaha?
Base hits.
Play small ball. Base hits. Like, that shit wins ball games. Like, they don't realize, it goes back to, Steph Curry kind of changing the game about shooting the threes, this and that. Bro, home runs are cool. They're good. Small ball win games. MLB scouts want to see your power. Obviously they do. But 2-1, you're down 2. Can you hit that? Can you hit that curveball over second base to score 1? Can you, can you bunt a guy over?
And I will say, I feel like Arkansas leaves. And like I said, this ain't talking shit, saying Arkansas is good. they've been good for the past 10, 15 years.
Exactly. And people, don't forget what you're saying. It's hard to win a baseball net. It's hard to win in Omaha. Like, it's a hard thing to do. And Arkansas is there every year. Yeah. But so, yeah, what were you saying?
No, I'm just saying, like, they do leave a lot of people on base for that reason.
Exactly. If we put, and I should have, and I need to start probably doing a little bit more research. If we go back and look at guys left on base, runners left on, if we did it last week and, series back, years back, I could almost bet my life to a suitcase full of shit that Arkansas is up there top 2, top 3 in guys left on base. And tough. It's tough. Like, it's hard playing that type of guerrilla ball, but it is what, look at the Yankees, man. The Yankees play guerrilla ball and they got that ass smut. Like, it is what it is. You got to know what you got, but teams can. It's
good when you got it, but when you ain't got it,
exactly. What can you do after that? Like, you got to have that. Like, I'm gonna say it again. I'm a small ball guy. If I'm a coach, man, I love small ball. I love hitting homers, but I love small ball, bro. I love guy first and second, no outs, bunt them over. I'm bunting. Hey, if a team was coaching against me, you could put the third baseman, right in front of the catcher. I'm bunting. Like, I'm a small ball guy. I believe that wins ball games. I don't think Arkansas can play it, and you can't sustain that through you can't sustain that to Omaha just hitting bombs, man. It is what same thing with North Carolina. North Carolina did great last year, but that's a bomb team, and they got
eventually
it's gonna catch up to you.
Eventually you're gonna catch that couple pitchers that you get, and they're gonna be on a date, and it's. But them Alloy brothers, bro, they're cold. But that one, I think the shortstop, bro, if you watch his swing, I ain't talking shit on him, but his swing is straight. Like, if he swings and misses, it's like, bro, that hurt my back watching because you freaking swinging that thing.
And the thing is he's
got so much power to be in the gaps and get double. I'm just like, God.
Exactly. If he just. Like I said, man, I'm not trying to knock on Dave Van Horn. I'm not nowhere near the coach, but if these guys would, it's almost like in BP, when I was in college in BP, our first round, we got 8-10 pitches. Everything had to go oppo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That just grooves your swing in. And you can still, what they don't realize is that inside out oppo, bro. You can hit tanks out there.
Yeah.
And that's more impressive to a scout than hitting it 400 to left field. You know what I'm saying? So
people throwing hard enough nowadays, you can damn check swing and get a double.
Exactly. And I see it with LSU all day. Like, these guys, like, you got to learn to put the bat on the ball, and it honestly, to me, it seems like it goes back to practice that they might be, free swinging, just letting it rip. That's what we're saying. They just let it rip, and they do it well. But I don't know if they can sustain it. But probably the most impressive thing to me, the impressive game of the weekend. Schlossnagle goes from A&M to Texas, and then goes into Mississippi State, who is a notorious SEC monster.
Yeah.
Texas. Mississippi State is no joke. Mississippi State is a powerhouse team, but Texas goes to state, first series of the year, the SEC in the SEC level, goes out and sweeps them, man. That was incredible to me. This is kind of what I correlated to. Texas A&M, or Texas is everything. Texas, everything A&M wants to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They have the guys, they have all the talent, but something is just not clicking right, man. And that goes to show what coaching can do. I think Schlossnagle's top. Like, I'm not going to rank him, but he's the upper echelon of coaches in college baseball. I think he's one of the greats. And it just shows the difference in coaching, man. Like, Texas is the truth, man. And granted, State didn't have no offense. Their offense was, absent. They were absent, man. But
that Texas team's scary, man.
Yes, they are. I think they're on a 17-game run. I think they are 17. What are they?
I'm trying to look up some stats of team stats.
Yeah, but I think Texas on a 17-game run. Like I said, Schlossnagle is the real deal. He was good at A&M, but he had all the talent. He had all these, All-Americans. What could he do when he left? You know what I'm saying? And he has surpassed my expectations. I knew Texas is probably one of the best programs ever. Augie Garrido, Sonny Grant, all them guys, you know what I'm saying? So, now Sonny was at Tennessee, I'm tripping.
So I think Texas has got, if I'm not mistaken, I think Texas has got the most national championships in baseball, I think.
Yeah. I can see that. Texas, Miami. Yeah, I can't I don't fucking know. I can't argue it, but Texas played great this season. I think this series end of the weekend with like 2 errors, bro. That's good for playing. What is that? 27 innings. You know what I'm saying? That's a good stat right there. That's looked over a lot. I think they're fielding like 980, an upper 980s. You know what I'm saying? 970 is kind of a better team right there. 970 is where you at least want to be. And they're feeling like upper 980s. State played good defense. You know what I'm saying? I think that is contrary to A&M and up there with Florida. I'm not pressing the panic on State because they played such great defense.
Yeah.
Bat's gonna come around. You're gonna heat up at some point.
Yeah.
Like it's like you said, it's the first SEC series weekend. Seeing first SEC pitching, best pitching in the country.
I tell you now, if there's many years I played college ball, any team that we started out hot, bro, that shit fizzled.
Yep, that shit fizzled out. Yes, it does.
It never failed. Like we wouldn't go to shit, but this shit fizzled out.
Yeah. And that's true. Like you're gonna when you start seeing better competition when you get into your conference, like it's gonna slow down a little bit. But I don't think I'm not pressing the panic on State. They're a scrappy ball club. They never gave up in game 1 to game 3. Their coach great. I'm not pressing the panic button on State.
Bro, I feel like in baseball, bro, you can never press the panic button. As long as you make the regional, you got a chance.
Yeah, that's true.
Because to me, like everybody says, like, we got this record, bro. That year, Oklahoma got runner up.
Yeah,
they were 500 going in the damn regional.
They sure were. And then you hit that regional, you get hot. That is what it is.
They hit that Big 12 tournament, went on the road at the regional on the road at Super.
Yep.
Bro, it's all about timing and getting hot at the right time. It's kind of like in basketball too. It's just, that's like them little teams. Once they win that first game of upset, bro, they're right on a high at that point.
And what's our number one thing we went through all football season? Momentum is a hell of a drug, man. You could take that high and take it take it wherever you want to go. So, like I said, unlike Texas A&M, I'm not pressing the panic button on State. I think they're still great. We got 2 more games we're going to talk about. We'll talk about Auburn Vandy a little bit. Auburn took 2 of 3 at home. Sam Dutton is.
Bro, I feel like Vandy last couple of years been on that decline.
They have, yeah. They have, I think since Kumar Rocker, after Kumar Rocker left, they've kind of been down. But I think Dutton could be, like I said, an upper echelon, a game 1 guy in the SEC. Auburn could be a very sneaky team. Yeah. Auburn could be, who Auburn reminds me of? These guys won't be able to relate it, but you can relate it. Auburn reminds me of Bryant, man. Yeah. Bryant had some good guys, you know what I'm saying? But Bryant was a scrappy team. They were going to scrap you to the, they weren't going to hit bombs on you. They weren't going to, they had some good pitchers, but they weren't going to just outstanding guys, you know what I'm saying? But they were
They're going to do what they had to do.
They're going to do everything right. They're going to do everything right. And that's what I feel like Auburn is, man. They do everything right. Vandy's still got a good pitching staff. I'm not going to lie. They're not horrible. But yeah, Auburn is just scrappy, man. They had a lot of 2-out hits, a lot of backside hits. You know what I'm saying? Lefties going to right, lefties going to left field, righties going to right field. That's the backside hits for football, basketball guys. They're not dominant. You know what I'm saying? They're not Arkansas gorilla ball. They're not, but they're just scrappy, man. Like it's hard to explain if you don't watch a game, but they're scrappy. 2-out hits, backside, small ball. And like I said, Vandy still has pretty good pitch. Vandy's pitching staff is pretty decent. Tim Corbin, another upper echelon SEC guy. I'm not worried about him. Vandy, we can't count Vandy out because Vandy's still been there, 4 times? I think they've been there. They've won 2 and lost 2. So, I mean, this is a squad who is always there. Like they've been there the past 10 years. Like I'm not worried about them. And, again, like we said, series 1, you know what I'm saying? So, not worried about Vandy. It is what it is. They took one, and that's the thing when it comes to first game series is don't get swept. Yeah. If you're at home or on the road, don't get swept. Take one of them.
At least take one.
Exactly. That because those sweeps will come back to haunt you later in the season. Just win one.
At least.
Just win one. Go into the next series knowing that, you got one under your belt. So I'm not worried about
it. It goes the same way too. Like obviously you want to sweep, but you won this. If you won the series, it's just like, hey,
exactly.
We took home a dub.
Exactly. And then it's baseball's all about perspective, man. You could go in and say, oh, yeah, we dropped 2 and this and that, but we saw a Friday night guy who's going to pitch in the league. Yeah. And then we saw a closer on Sunday who's pitching in the league. Or you could say, look, we played a good ball club with major league guys and took one from them. So we can take that onto this next one. You know what I'm saying? So
especially in baseball, when you say you got 3-game series, say you went 1 for 2 on the weekend, but each game you lost by 1 is like 3-2.
Exactly.
Next game was you lost by 2, 4-2.
Exactly.
It ain't like you're getting your ass beat. Now, if you go out there like freaking who did Texas or who'd you say? What'd you say?
Which that did what?
That sweat. It was a Florida.
Yeah, Tennessee.
Yeah.
You're going to get that ass whooped.
Tennessee come out in the 7th inning. You in the locker room because the game over.
Now that's a different. I don't know how you look at that one. Exactly.
That's like, hey, we need to figure some shit out because we suck.
Exactly.
No, we don't suck, but it's like, hey,
this ain't good. Like we're a Division I team, upper echelon team, and Florida should not be getting run ruled. But yeah, like going back to your point, like you said, 1-run ball games. Like I'm not knocking OU. OU's a solid ball school, but. Was it game 2, bro? They probably should have lost it. You know what I'm saying? They had an error.
They lost game 2.
Or was it game 3? There was an error. They scored 2 off of error, I believe.
That was game 3.
Yeah, that was game 3. It was late too.
Yeah, so it was the 8th inning. Yeah, it was the 8th inning. They had pitcher walk somebody, that, had 2 errors. Yep. They scored 2 runs. Yep. They got out of it. And then it went to the 9th. And I think South Carolina went up 1.
Yeah.
And then they went to the 9th.
Yeah.
Oklahoma put a couple hits.
Yeah.
Put a couple, I think got 2 people on a walk maybe, and then bunted and got a hit and scored a dude. And then they held him. And in the 10th inning, Oklahoma came out and hit a home run.
Yep.
And go up 1 and they sealed it. But them errors, bro,
that shit'll kill you,
bro.
And that's
errors and walks. That's what I told you when you text me. I said, bro, I was like, when you have errors and walks in the same inning, it's just like giving free shit away.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like that's the team. That's the thing. Like, and like I said, when either me or we both get on Tiger Talk, Sooner Talk, whatever we want to do, we'll talk about it. But going into these next, you got to be like, okay, if you're South Carolina, you're like, look, we should have had that game. Yeah. We make this play. It's a ball game. Like it's nothing to panic about, nothing to trip about. You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it like that.
And I will say it did start raining in the 8th inning. Makes it sloppy.
Hey, that's a sleigh.
Hey. You ever play baseball and it's raining?
You can play football in the rain. It's fun. Go try and throw a baseball in the rain.
It don't matter.
Go try and feel. Go try and pitch in the man. Come on now. Go try and hit with rain hitting your eye, man. Come on. Okay, last one
with that damn ball, boy.
And now, shit, Ty's crazy.
Yeah.
Ty had the pine tar up here.
Yeah.
He had all this shit. Now they got to go in the game and check their gloves. They got to do all that. Man, Ty wouldn't have made it in this era.
Yeah, would have. It's called sunscreen and rosin. Y'all get y'all shit together. Hey, you told the umpire, hey.
I'm not trying to get sunburned.
Hey, like, I got sunscreen on, but that rosin, you mix the shit, it got a little sticky.
Yeah, exactly.
They be like, hey, what you got? I was like, bro, it's just sunscreen.
That's that old school shit. Y'all don't know nothing about that old school shit. The last game of the week that we'll talk about is Georgia-Kentucky. Good game. Two good teams. Georgia could be maybe one of the top hit teams in the country. Man, them dudes can hit. Georgia took 2 out of 3. The thing with Georgia, another scrappy team, they were down 2 runs, I believe, in every game. I think they started, what was my stat I had? Georgia has given up 4 runs. He's given up, I think, 4 runs in the first 3 innings, 14 out of 23 games. But they've won. But
see, Georgia hits that long ball too.
Yeah.
But that's the thing about Georgia and Arkansas, I give them their credit. They ain't never out of a game. It don't matter what inning it is.
Yeah.
Because anybody in that lineup go out there and, I mean,
exactly.
they swing
them together.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's something I like about Georgia, man. They're never out of it. But like I said, on one hand, Georgia can hit with the best teams in the country. But at some point, especially being an SEC, bro, that 4 runs in the first 3 innings is going to come back and haunt you.
Yeah.
That's that, fuck around, find out.
Especially if you got a starter, like a good starter, bro. Like even when I was starting, bro, if I'm sitting there on my ass watching our team hit that first inning, bro, they go out and get 4. I'm just like,
I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci. Yeah, we got this shit. Yeah, exactly.
Like, y'all gave me a 4-run lead right now.
Exactly. Like I said, Georgia's going to have to figure something out on the mound. And Georgia's kind of the opposite of what we've seen in the SEC this first week. Georgia's starters have not been good at all, but that bullpen is great. They could possibly have 1A or 2 best bullpen in the league right now. I watched a lot of games, and I believe, Georgia has a damn good bullpen. I think they got a guy throwing 100 up there. Like, Georgia has a bullpen. They got that little crazy Chinese bastard. He said, did you see his hashtag one time? He said this right here. It was 2 outs, runner on second and third, I believe. He's in the stretch. He comes up, checks the guy at second. He's talking about, I
think I did see that shit on Instagram.
He struck him out, bro. That was some fun. Like, Georgia's got a solid bullpen. If their starters can figure it out. And the thing about Georgia is, I don't think they found their rotation yet. I think some of the bullpen guys could get you, 3 2/3, 4 or 5 innings. So
I think they got upside, and once they figure out their little rotation, the starters get going. Yeah, I mean, you got a pen. You're ahead of a lot of damn teams.
People always talk about, they want to have, I got this starter who's, going to this. And bro, but what's your pen got? Like, what's your pen? I think that the teams who go the furthest are the teams with the best pen. Not the best starting pitchers. Granted, that's a great thing to have. But look at damn Wake Forest. Wake Forest had 3 of the best starters in the league a couple years ago. And what happened?
Like, bro, once you get to the pen, it's just like them dudes just ain't it.
Exactly.
It's just
exactly. You got to have your pen. I think, honestly, like I said, I think that's more important than the starter is my pen. Can I trust my pen, lefty or righty? Because I need I need my specialist lefty to come out here. You know what I'm saying? Lefty coming up, 4-hole guy, 2 guys on. I need you to come and give me 2 outs. You know what I'm saying? Lefty, I need you to give me 2 outs. Lefty on lefty. I need that.
That's why I told my coach, I said, hey, let me come out the pen. I said, I was like, screw starting. I was like, let me come out that thing.
You liked, what'd you like more, starting or coming out the pen?
Boy, coming out the pen, bro. I love that crazy ass shit.
That boy like coming to that chaos, boy.
Bro, every time, bro. And once we got the weekends, it was, I know shit. Base loaded, 2 outs, our shit. Dudes coming. I was like, shit, I got to go in now. And I'm coming and throwing that bitch.
Hell yeah. Not giving a shit.
Hey, that or closing. I like either one. I mean, starting was fun.
That's what I thought. That's where I thought your bread and butter was. Give me 2 innings.
Yeah.
Give me 2 solid ones and once you, this is what I feel like. This is what I felt with you.
My junior and senior year, Midweek, I would throw like 4 or 5 innings, but on weekends, it was coming out of the pen or closing.
That's what my thing with you was.
That shit. I love that shit.
I knew. Look, this was my thing with you, where I think that it could have been the college that screwed you, but this is what I got out of it. If I knew late in the ball game, Ty's on the mound, that means I feel I have a good one. We're up. Yeah, and then 2, if Ty gets on the mound.
There's a mindset thing.
I feel pretty damn confident that this game's in the bag. That's where you just had that type of, you had that John Rocker in you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You just had that.
I will say that I didn't do that my whole career in baseball. Yeah. It was like, bro, it was like my second year of JUCO. Then bro, something clicked, and I was like, bro, I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm good at this.
I started throwing hard. It just started clicking.
Yep.
And bro, it's coming out of the pen, bro. It's all a mindset.
Yeah,
like people come out like, oh, I got to throw a strike. I mean, yeah, you got to throw strikes, but bro, like once I stopped giving a fuck, it's not even like I don't give a shit, but it was like, bro,
what's gonna happen is gonna happen.
Be like, hey, I'm gonna throw this thing hard. I'm gonna throw what I gotta throw, and if dude takes me 500 feet,
it is what it is.
You beat me. Hey, you beat me on my best ball.
Yeah, exactly. Now wait till next time.
Yeah,
exactly. And I tell you, man, look, hey, we can talk about Mike Mussina with the knuckle curve. We can talk about Sandy Cole. You talk about the best knuckleball in America. Boy. That I wish this motherfucker would have thrown this shit. So this man Ty had the nastiest knuckleball. Hey, you know what knuckleball? You knew a knuckleball was nasty when everybody who's playing catch with him is, bro, don't throw that fucking knuckleball. Oh my god, bro!
But I'll never forget, for a game we had a freshman. He was on. Bro, we was throwing, and I was in the pen. That it was a conference shit, and bro, we was playing catch, bro. I threw one and hit this dude square in the throat, bro. I got swear, bro. This dude went down, and he was doing one of those gasps. He's like gasping for air, bro.
Damn,
bro. I told him it was coming. I was like, hey. I said, hey. It was like,
you're wrong. You know you weren't supposed to throw that knuckleball to that kid.
Well, I did.
You ain't shit. That's that not caring shit right there. Hey, a freshman who probably ain't never seen that shit before. And Ty throws hard. You talking about throwing hard? Hey. Like, look, there's a difference between throwing fast. Like some guys throw it fast. Some guys can hit 95, but I can't explain a hard ball. Like a 90 mile an hour, 90, 91, 92, but a hard ball. Yeah. That's going to pop the net. Like that's so much more hard to hit and catch than a guy who's throwing fast, and fast and hard. Like, oh, that's good in the bedroom too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I can't explain it. Baseball guys will understand it. But when Ty threw that hard knuckleball, bro, nastiest pitch in the world.
I love hitting people too.
Yeah, that motherfucker. I ain't never seen a dude get a boner on the down. You'd see Ty, he'd come out the stretch. That motherfucker would be pointing west.
Hey,
that motherfucker compass would be pointing west.
There's a couple of times I tell my catcher, I'm like, bro, I'm hitting this dude next inning. He'd be like, bro, no, you not. I was like,
watch.
I was like,
watch this. You talking about a crazy motherfucker right here.
Hey, I remember the weekend on, but dude, there was a time we played this team, should not have even been in the same field as us. Yeah. They beat us the first game. I was starting game 2. I told our catcher, I was like, hey, I'm about to drill the first. He's like, bro, we just lost. I know you're not. And I was like, okay. I was like, bro, whatever you put down, I'm gonna shake my head. I'm gonna drill him. He said, bro, no, you not. At first, he put down some shit. I said, yeah, I hit dude square in the back, and he was just like, bruh.
Sometimes, and that's what people don't understand, man. Sometimes I got to set the tone.
I got to set the tone. He's like, bro, what are you talking about? I was like, I'm setting the tone.
And if you don't understand, then I don't. You shouldn't be on my squad anyway. Like that's a tone. I like that shit.
I was like, I'm setting the tone. I was like, I'm drilling this dude,
and I liked it as a hitter too. Like I fed off that. Like man, we're gonna have to have a episode of just stories, man.
Yeah,
because we got a million stories, man. But guys, that'll wrap it up for this episode of From the Sandbox Sports, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man. If y'all rock with us, be sure to tap that subscribe button, that notification bell. Leave a comment for us, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man. Like we say, this shit don't go nowhere without y'all, but hey, we gonna keep on rolling as long as y'all keep us going. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
We appreciate y'all. We love y'all, man. I'm your host, Zach, here with my co-host, Ty, from the Sandbox Sports. We outie.